The siren wailed through the night as Ryleigh charged into the inferno, her gear heavy but her resolve unbreakable. Flames licked the warehouse walls, and in that split second before the beam collapsed, she thought of Alayna's smile, the one that had pulled her through countless dark days. When she woke in the hospital 3 weeks later, the world was a blank slate, and the woman holding her hand felt like a stranger. Ryleigh blinked against the sterile lights, her head throbbing with a pain that echoed deeper than any burn. Who are you?" she rasped, pulling her hand away from the soft grip that felt oddly familiar yet wrong. Alayna's eyes widened, tears spilling over as she whispered, "I'm your fiancé, Rhi. We've been together for 5 years." But Ryleigh's mind rebelled. Fragments of memory floated up. High school crushes on boys, family barbecues where her parents joked about future husbands. This couldn't be right. She was straight, wasn't she? The thought settled like a truth she couldn't question, even as her chest tightened at Alayna's devastated expression. Inside, Ryleigh wrestled with the void. Why did this woman's presence make her heart race in a way that felt both terrifying and inevitable? She pushed it down, focusing on the doctor's words. Retrograde amnesia, likely temporary but no guarantees. Her parents arrived soon after, enveloping her in hugs that smelled of home, apple pie and old books. "Thank God you're alive," her mother sobbed. "We'll get you back to normal." Normal. The word resonated. Ryleigh nodded, clinging to it like a lifeline. Alayna lingered in the corner, her face a mask of quiet agony, but Ryleigh couldn't meet her eyes. What kind of life had she led before? One that her family would approve of, surely. As days blurred into therapy sessions, Ryleigh pieced together her past from photos and stories, her career as a firefighter in bustling Chicago, her promotions earned through grit. But the images of her and Alayna together? They felt like someone else's life. "I don't remember any of this," she confessed to her therapist, Dr. Ellis, a kind-faced woman with a notepad always at the ready. "And honestly, it doesn't feel like me." Dr. Ellis leaned forward. "Memory loss can distort identity, Ryleigh. Give it time." But time only sharpened the disconnect. At night, alone in her hospital bed, Ryleigh's thoughts spiraled. What if I've been living a lie? What if this accident was a chance to start over, to be the daughter my parents always wanted? Alayna visited daily, bringing coffee and small talk, but the tension hummed between them. "Tell me about us," Ryleigh finally asked one afternoon, curiosity overriding her unease. Alayna's voice cracked as she recounted their first meeting at a charity run, the way Ryleigh's laugh had lit up the room. "You saved me, Rhi, from a life of hiding who I am." Ryleigh listened, a strange warmth blooming in her chest, but she quashed it. This wasn't her. She was meant for something else, someone else. Her brother, Mark, reinforced it during his visit. "You've always been the strong one, sis. Don't let this mess with your head." His words echoed her inner doubts, fueling a resolve to reclaim a normal life. Discharge day arrived with fanfare. Friends from the firehouse cheering, her parents beaming. Alayna helped pack her things, her movements careful, as if handling fragile glass. "Come home with me," she pleaded softly. Ryleigh hesitated, the pull undeniable yet repelled by fear. "I need space, Alayna, to figure this out." Alayna's nod was resigned, but her eyes screamed betrayal. As Ryleigh stepped into her parents' car, leaving Alayna behind, guilt gnawed at her. Was this the right choice? Or was she betraying a part of herself she couldn't even remember? Back in the suburban home of her childhood, Ryleigh immersed herself in familiarity. Old yearbooks showed her with prom dates, boys with awkward grins. "See, this is you," her father said, patting her shoulder. But doubts crept in during quiet moments. A dream flashed. Alayna's hand in hers, walking through Grant Park under cherry blossoms. She woke sweating, heart pounding. No, she told herself. That's not real. Yet the ache persisted. A silent rebellion against the life she was rebuilding. Social calls came next, old friends, mostly straight couples, sharing stories of her wild days. "You were always the life of the party," one said. But whispers followed. "What about that girl?" Ryleigh deflected, laughing it off. Inside, the conflict raged. Why did pretending feel like suffocation? Her mother's church group invited her to services, where sermons on traditional families hit like accusations. "God has a plan," the pastor intoned. Ryleigh nodded, but her mind wandered to Alayna's texts, simple check-ins that she ignored, each one a stab of remorse. One evening, sorting through her old belongings, Ryleigh found a journal. Entries detailed her coming out, the fear, the joy of finding Alayna. "She's my anchor," one page read. Tears blurred the words. Was this amnesia protecting her from pain, or forcing her into a cage? She slammed the book shut, but the seed was planted. The next day, she agreed to meet Alayna for coffee, telling herself it was closure. As Alayna approached, smiling through pain, Ryleigh's resolve wavered. This woman knew her secrets, her scars. Could she really walk away? The conversation started awkwardly, small talk masking the undercurrent of hurt. "I miss you," Alayna admitted. Ryleigh's throat tightened. "I don't know who I am anymore." But as Alayna spoke of their shared dreams, a house, a family, fragments returned. Laughter in the kitchen, stolen kisses. Panic surged. This wasn't supposed to happen. She stood abruptly. "I can't do this." Alayna's plea followed her out the door. "Fight for us, Rhi." But Ryleigh ran, back to the safety of denial. Even as her heart fractured, weeks turned into a monotonous routine at her parents' house, physical therapy blending with family dinners where conversations skirted anything uncomfortable. Ryleigh threw herself into recovery, jogging through familiar neighborhoods, pushing her body to remember strength if not memories. But Alayna's absence was a void, filled only by sporadic texts she now answered curtly. Inside, the battle intensified. Who was she without her past? The straight woman her family celebrated, or the one hidden in forgotten journals? Her firehouse crew organized a welcome-back party, beers flowing in the station garage. "To Ryleigh, our hero," Captain Torres toasted. Amid the backslaps, a colleague pulled her aside. "Alayna's been asking about you. She's wrecked, man." Ryleigh shrugged it off, but the words lingered. That night, alone in her room, she scrolled through old photos on her phone, ones she hadn't deleted. Alayna's face, radiant at a pride parade, stirred something primal. No, she thought, this is confusion from the trauma. Dr. Ellis had warned about that. Family pressure mounted subtly. Her mother introduced her to Jason, a nice boy from church, tall, polite, with a steady job in finance. "You two would hit it off," she said with a wink. Ryleigh agreed to dinner, telling herself it was harmless. Jason was charming, talking about sports and travel, but as he reached for her hand, revulsion hit. It felt wrong, like forcing a puzzle piece. "I'm not ready," she muttered, excusing herself early. Driving home, tears streamed. Why couldn't she embrace this? It was what society expected, what her parents prayed for. But her mind screamed otherwise. Alayna called the next day, voice steady but edged with desperation. "We need to talk. Really talk." Ryleigh hesitated, then agreed to meet at their old apartment, the one she'd avoided. Stepping inside, scents assaulted her. Lavender candles, Alayna's perfume. Memories flickered. Arguments resolved in embraces, lazy Sundays. "This was our home," Alayna said, handing her a photo album. Page after page of their life together. Ryleigh's hands trembled. "I see it, but I don't feel it." Lies. She felt it in her bones, a pull she fought. The confrontation escalated. "Your family never accepted us," Alayna accused. "Now you're letting them win." Ryleigh fired back. Maybe they were right. Maybe this was a phase. Words hung heavy, Alayna's face crumpling. But as she turned to leave, Ryleigh grabbed her arm. "Wait." The touch ignited sparks, a flash of recall. Their first kiss under fireworks. She pulled away, terrified. "I can't." Alayna left, door slamming like a finality. Ryleigh sank to the floor, sobs racking her. Was she destroying the best part of herself for approval? Therapy became a battlefield. "Explore these feelings," Dr. Ellis urged. Ryleigh resisted, clinging to the narrative of heteronormativity. But dreams haunted her. Alayna's laughter turning to cries. Waking, she questioned everything. Her father noticed her distraction. "You're acting strange. Is it that woman?" His tone dripped disapproval. "We've always wanted what's best for you, a normal life." Normal. The word now tasted bitter. Ryleigh nodded, but rebellion stirred. A surprise visit from Mark brought more tension. "Mom and Dad are worried," Jason said you bailed. He eyed her suspiciously. Don't go back to that lifestyle, sis. It's not you. Lifestyle. As if her love was a choice. Anger flared. What if it is? Mark's shock mirrored her own. Had she just admitted it? He left shaking his head, promising to talk sense into her. Alone, Ryleigh paced, thoughts churning. The accident stole my memories, but not my soul. Why am I punishing myself? Social media amplified the chaos. Old posts resurfaced, friends tagging her in pride events. Comments ranged from supportive to judgmental. One from a cousin. Praying for your recovery in every way. It stung, highlighting the societal divide. Ryleigh deactivated her account, but isolation deepened. She craved Alayna's understanding, yet fear held her back. A late-night text. I need time. Alayna's reply. Time's running out for us. The words cut deep. Pushing boundaries, Ryleigh attended a support group for amnesia survivors. Stories of lost identities resonated. One woman sharing her rediscovered queerness. Don't let others define you, she advised. Ryleigh absorbed it, a crack in her armor. Returning home, she confronted her mother. What if I'm not who you think? Her mother's tears flowed. We love you, but this path. It's hard. The admission hung, a chasm widening. Ryleigh retreated, but the seed of defiance grew. Climax loomed as Alayna announced she was moving out of state for a job. If you won't fight, I have to. The news shattered Ryleigh. In a panic, she drove to the apartment, pounding on the door. Alayna opened, eyes weary. What do you want? Ryleigh's voice broke. You. I think I want you. But doubt lingered, words tumbling in confusion. Alayna stepped back. Think isn't enough. The door closed softly, leaving Ryleigh in the hallway, heart in pieces. Was this the price of her indecision? Months dragged on, Ryleigh's life a facade of normalcy. Back at the firehouse on light duty. Dinners with Jason that felt obligatory. But every siren reminded her of the blaze that stole her past. And every quiet moment brought Alayna's face to mind. Inside, the war raged, embraced the comfort of conformity, or chased the ghost of a love she barely recalled. Her parents' approval was a warm blanket, but it smothered her spirit. A family gathering amplified the pressure. Aunts and uncles toasted her recovery, slipping in comments about settling down right. Jason was there, arm around her casually. Ryleigh smiled through gritted teeth, but when he leaned in for a kiss, she turned away. Not now. His confusion mirrored the room's. Later, her father pulled her aside. Don't mess this up. He's good for you. Good for the image, she thought bitterly. That night alone, she whispered to the darkness. Why does fitting in feel like dying? Memories trickled back in therapy, flashes of pride marches, Alayna's hand steadying her through family rejection. Dr. Ellis noted progress. You're remembering because you're ready. But readiness terrified her. What if reclaiming her identity meant losing her family? The moral quandary gnawed. Was love worth the rift? She tested waters with Mark, mentioning Alayna casually. His response was swift. Don't bring that here. Mom's heart can't take it. The warning solidified her fears. Alayna's move approached, boxes stacking in the apartment Ryleigh now visited secretly. I'm leaving in 2 weeks, Alayna said during one tense encounter. Ryleigh's chest constricted. Don't. But words failed. Alayna's eyes hardened. You've chosen your path. The accusation stung, sparking anger. You don't understand. The pressure, the expectations. Alayna countered. I do. I lived it too. But I chose you. The standoff ended in silence, Ryleigh storming out, regret immediate. Societal whispers grew louder. At work, a colleague outed her past casually, drawing stares. Didn't know you swung that way. The comment ignited defensiveness. I don't anymore. But the lie burned. Home offered no solace. Her mother's Bible study group prayed for wayward souls. Ryleigh eavesdropped, hearing her name. Humiliation fueled resolve. She needed to decide, but indecision paralyzed her. Thoughts swirled. Betray my family or myself. The ethical tightrope frayed. A breakthrough came during a solo hike in the woods outside Chicago. Nature's quiet amplified her inner voice. You've always been this way. The accident didn't change that. Tears fell as memories flooded. Coming out to Alayna first, the relief. Returning, she called Alayna. I remember more. Voice chat turned emotional. Then act on it, Alayna urged. But Ryleigh wavered. My family. Alayna sighed. They might surprise you. Doubt lingered. Confrontation with Jason followed. Over coffee she ended it. This isn't me. His hurt was palpable. Because of her? Ryleigh nodded. Partly. He left angry, gossip spreading. Her parents heard soon after. The family meeting was explosive. How could you? Her mother cried. Father added. Think of our reputation. Ryleigh stood firm. This is who I am. Mark mediated, but tension crackled. She left feeling liberated yet alone. Was this freedom or folly? Alayna's farewell party loomed, friends gathering. Ryleigh crashed it, heart pounding. Seeing Alayna laugh with others twisted jealousy. Can we talk? Outside words poured. I'm scared but I want us. Alayna's skepticism showed. Prove it. Ryleigh kissed her impulsively, a spark reigniting. But Alayna pulled back. Not like this. Not half-hearted. Crushed, Ryleigh fled, the rejection a wake-up call. Therapy dissected it. Fear of loss is holding you back. Ryleigh admitted. Losing them would break me. But losing Alayna already had. A dream that night. Her family at a wedding, hers and Alayna's. Waking hopeful, she texted her mother. We need to talk honestly. The response, come home. Dread mixed with anticipation. The dinner was pivotal. Ryleigh laid it bare. I love Alayna. That's my truth. Tears flowed. Her mother's sorrow, father's silence. We don't understand, but we love you. A tentative bridge, but Mark stormed out. This family's falling apart because of you. Guilt crashed. Had her choice doomed them all? As she drove away, resolve hardened amidst the pain. Alayna's departure day dawned gray, mirroring Ryleigh's turmoil. She paced her room, phone in hand, debating one last plea. Family wounds festered. Mark's cold shoulder, parents' strained calls. But the pull to Alayna outweighed it. Inside she bargained. If I choose love, what do I sacrifice? Morality clashed, loyalty to blood versus self-truth. Society's gaze loomed, judgmental whispers in every corner. Arriving at the airport unannounced, Ryleigh spotted Alayna at check-in, bags ready. Don't go. Alayna turned, surprise shifting to wariness. Why now? Ryleigh poured out her soul. I've remembered everything, the love, the fights, the promises. My family's struggling, but I can't deny this anymore. Alayna's eyes softened, but resolve held. And if they cut you off? Ryleigh swallowed. Then that's the price. The admission hung, a turning point. They sat in a quiet corner, hashing out hurts. You rejected me, Alayna accused. Ryleigh nodded. I was lost. Scared. Forgiveness came slowly, laced with conditions. No more hiding. Ryleigh agreed, a weight lifting. As boarding called, Alayna hesitated. Stay with me. But Ryleigh shook her head. I need to fix things here first. A kiss sealed it, tender, promising. Alayna boarded, leaving Ryleigh with hope and dread. Back home, reconciliation attempts faltered. Her mother invited her to church, but the sermon condemned unnatural loves. Ryleigh walked out, heart heavy. I can't pretend, she told her parents later. Father's sigh was resigned. We raised you better. The words sliced, but she countered. You raised me to be honest. Silence followed, a fragile truce. Mark remained distant, his betrayal stinging deepest. Work provided distraction, full duty restoring purpose. Crewmates supported, sharing stories of their own struggles. Family comes around, one said. But doubts persisted. Social media backlash from extended family amplified isolation. Unfriended, blocked. Ryleigh deactivated again, focusing inward. Therapy affirmed her path. Authenticity over approval. Yet nights brought questions. Was the pain worth it? Alayna's calls became lifelines, planning visits. I'm proud of you, she said. Warmth bloomed, but reality intruded. A family holiday invite rescinded. Not with her, her mother stipulated. Ryleigh declined, choosing solitude. The decision empowered, yet loneliness crept. Friends rallied, hosting a small gathering where she shared her story. Empathy flowed, easing the burden. A moral crossroads emerged when Jason reached out, apologetic. I get it now. Closure came, but it highlighted her growth. Inside she reflected. The accident forced a reckoning with identity, love, society. Was amnesia a curse or catalyst? As memories solidified, gratitude mixed with regret. High tension built as Mark confronted her at the firehouse. You're tearing us apart. Accusations flew, selfish, misguided. Ryleigh held ground. I'm living my truth. He left fuming, but a seed planted. Days later, a text. Let's talk. Cautious hope stirred. Alayna returned for a weekend. Their reunion electric yet tempered. Your family's resistance, does it change anything? Ryleigh shook her head. It hurts, but you're my future. They navigated Chicago's streets, hand in hand, defying stares. A pride event drew them in, solidarity healing wounds. But news of her father's health scare pulled her back, stress-induced. Guilt surged. Did my choice cause this? Hospital vigil tested her. Parents welcomed her, but tension simmered. We miss the old you, mother whispered. Ryleigh replied. This is the real me. Father's weak smile offered olive branch. Just be happy. Tears fell. A breakthrough amidst crisis. Mark arrived, softer. I don't agree, but you're my sister. Hugs mended fractures, incomplete but starting. Was this the awakening she needed? Recovery for her father paralleled Ryleigh's emotional mending. Family therapy sessions began, raw honesty exposing biases. We feared for you, her mother admitted. Ryleigh shared her pain. Your rejection felt like death. Progress was slow, understanding dawning. Alayna joined one session via video, her presence a test. Awkward at first, but her eloquence won points. Love isn't a choice, it's who we are. Father's nod was pivotal. Society's challenges persisted. Subtle discrimination at work, judgmental glances in public. Ryleigh channeled it into advocacy, volunteering at LGBTQ centers. Your story inspires, a teen told her. Purpose bloomed, countering losses. Inside she pondered. The betrayals, the damage, was it all for growth? Logic dictated yes, but heart ached for simpler times. Alayna moved back, their relationship deepening amidst trials. We're stronger now, she said during a quiet dinner. Ryleigh agreed, but shadows lingered. Family holidays still tense, Mark's wife distant. Sacrifices tallied. Lost friendships, strained bonds. Yet joy outweighed. Waking beside Alayna, planning a future. A final confrontation arose at a family reunion. Cousins whispered, but Ryleigh addressed it head-on. I'm gay and proud. Silence, then applause from unexpected allies. Her parents stood by her, a united front. Mark pulled her aside. I'm trying. Healing progressed, not perfect but real. As life stabilized, Ryleigh returned to full firefighting, the blaze a distant scar. Memories complete, she reflected on the journey. Amnesia stripped illusions, forcing truth. Alayna's ring on her finger symbolized commitment. We made it, she whispered. But questions remained, ethics debated in quiet moments. Had she chosen rightly, trading family harmony for personal authenticity? Society's progress clashed with persistent prejudices, her story a microcosm. In the end, love endured, reshaped by fire and will. Ryleigh stood taller, scars badges of survival. Yet the path's cost prompted introspection. Was denying one's true self ever justifiable in the face of societal and familial pressure?